You're now live.
Okay. Since this is Senate Appropriations Committee, and we're taking up another bill that we had referred to us just this morning. Senator Westman is logged on. He's just not on his screen right now. This bill, I noticed, and I'd sent an email, we had a provision around the tax status of wood pellets in two different places. We can let them go in two different places, but we have it here in 431, and we also had it in as a committee amendment to H 436, which was a bill on miscellaneous changes to tax laws. So we can decide how we want to proceed. So we're very fortunate to have with us, I guess, the reporter of the bill from Finance. We also have both Ellen and Damien. So we've got several pieces that touch different areas of law. So do you want to check Senator Westman? We're going to get started in the presentation because time is really of the essence today.
Yes, I sent him a text.
All right.
Madam Chair, should I give you a quick rundown?
Please.
Thank you, Chris Pearson, Senator from Chittenden. This really does have a wide range of tiny, mostly technical fixes. Finance added something about tax treatment for battery storage because that's been a mystery, and this is an industry that isn't allergic to paying taxes but wants clarity most of all, so we've done that. In terms of impact on appropriations, I've been struggling to find what would be significant. There is in here, and Ellen will help me get the wording right, but there's our Yankee working group, decommissioning whatever working group, and there's a per diem in here, $50. And in fact, but that's current law, but this changes their annual meetings from 4 down to 3. So by my count, we saved a few $100s there.
This is the second bill we've had that reverse, where we're saving rather than spending.
Well, yeah, so that is on page 14 if you're looking at the strike all. There's also an implication in here that I couldn't tell you the numbers on, but basically the Department of Public Service has been funding sort of technical expertise and things for this group. And here we're advancing, came over from the other body, advancing a bill back provision of up to $35,000 to the new owners of Yankee. So they've supported that. So that will save the department a nominal amount of money. And some of the tax implications will have an impact, but they're not radical shifts by any stretch. It mostly is clarifying for storage, which hasn't been built yet. So that's a sort of down the road change. And maybe I would just ask Ellen if I've missed anything for her point of view.
I don't think so. This bill did not go to appropriations in the House. So I was wondering if the new language that Senate Finance added related to tax was the reason it was referred here.
Okay. Well, it's here. We can we have the per diem, but we actually have fewer meetings, so that's saving money. And then we're clarifying, as you said, they weren't tax adverse. It was just clarifying and a bill back that supports so that the work being done by public services is being reimbursed for those costs.
Correct.
Okay. Unless I missed something. Damien, you're here because of what provisions in this bill? You're muted.
I'm sorry, just section 1, which is the OSHA reporting section. So it is not very significant. or very difficult language to get through here. It basically just requires that that the Department of Public Service supports Vermont occupational safety and health in its investigation, and only investigates an accident that results in loss of life or incapacitating injury to a person if the Vermont Department of Labor's Occupational Safety and Health Administration doesn't actually investigate it. And that's a case-by-case determination that's made over at VOSHA. So,
And that was no change from the House then?
that's no change from the House.
Right. Well, as soon as we get a quorum, I'm going to suggest, unless there are other parts of this bill, other than not really fully understanding why it came to us, we can move it because unless I see, it really has no impact on the spending of the state. In fact, it has just the reverse. It could save a bit of money, and it would also be beneficial to public service departments' budget because the costs that are currently being absorbed would be reimbursed. The only question I have is around, we've got the amendment on the tax status of wood pellets, and that's in this bill as well. I think that's section 26. And
Yeah.
then this committee yesterday voted an amendment to H 436
Yeah.
to add that same language. And I know we can have it go in both places. I don't know if that's the most desirable thing, or is there anything controversial about this bill? The easiest thing is if we don't need to offer an amendment, that we could just withdraw it. But on the other hand, if there's something controversial around the H 431 that might hold it up.
Yeah, I saw your email, Madam Chair. I don't have a clear answer for you. There's nothing particularly controversial in here. The one hesitation I have is, while this was referred to finance and popped out of finance, it has an overlap of energy and tax. And so on the other side, it will not be a one-stop shop. And therefore, I'm not,
Okay.
it's hard for me to be confident that it will zoom through.
Actually,
will-
it fits better on the miscellaneous tax changes, 436, to be honest. It's a clarification of sales tax. So it seems like it belongs on the miscellaneous changes to tax law as well as anything. But we can let it go. And I think, Senator Baruth, you were going to be offering that amendment.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I mean, it doesn't, we can let it go. You can strike it here, or you can decide not to offer your amendment. It really doesn't matter to me. I'm glad to see that advance. Somewhere.
All right.
So we
Well-
really don't have a fourth vote.
No, we're waiting.
I do have Senator Nika about to join in, so
Oh.
she should be with us any moment.
And since we have a second, Madam Chair, if I could just
Yes.
let the pro tem know, because every not just day but hour counts right now. I did check in with Senator Brock on this bill and asked him if second reading went smoothly, would he be open to advancing this through all stages? He said yes. He did vote for it. So I don't mean to promise for him, but if you were open to that on Wednesday, because oh wait, what's today? Thursday. It'll be
Today's
on notice
Thursday.
tomorrow. So Tuesday, potentially we could get it to the House on Tuesday. Anyway, it'll save me an email. There you have it, Madam Pro Tem. If that's something you're open to, that would help us out.
All right, Alice.
Do we have Alice? Senator Nitka? Oh,
There she is.
okay. So we have had a run through of H 431, and it's a miscellaneous energy subjects bill. We're not quite sure why it came to us, other than there is a work group that has a per diem, but the number of meetings is being reduced. So actually we're saving money again. And there is a bill back provision for work being done by Public Service Department, 35,000, so that actually costs that are being absorbed now will be reimbursed. And we see nothing that is affecting or increasing the spending of the state. This bill did not go to appropriations in the House. So that's a summary. And what this bill does is deal with a number of energy subjects. The first one was around VOSHA and investigations. And then there's a section here in 26, which is the language that we did in an amendment yesterday relative to the tax status or tax exemption of pellets for residential use.
Yeah.
So that is H431. It doesn't seem to be controversial, doesn't seem to have spending impacts on the plus side. It's more on the minus side. So do you feel comfortable voting? We need a quorum, and you make it.
Okay.
So you're in a very powerful position.
This was ESP that I happened to call Chrissy because I didn't see
Oh,
I mean, I saw something on my calendar that said like 2:45 or something. What's that? Anyway.
Well, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah.
So Senator Pearson or Ellen, if I didn't accurately summarize the bill, please feel free to add. Okay.
I think you hit it.
Should
Okay.
I call the roll, Madam Chair?
Yes, you shall call the roll. It won't take too long. Oh, we need a motion to move the bill favorably.
So moved.
Okay.
In a second.
Okay. Thank you, Alice.
Senator Ballant,
Yes.
Senator Baruth, yes. Senator Nitka,
Yes.
Senator Stevens, Senator Starr, Senator Westman, Senator Kitchell.
Yes. Oh, here's Senator Westman.
What am I voting on?
You're voting
On a bill that shouldn't have come to us and makes us money.
Well, aren't you? Have I got a deal for you? Yes. How can I say no to that?
All right.
And I
It's on
always-
Okay,
miscellaneous energy subjects. It's one of the, I don't mean to be dismissive of it, Senator Pearson, but it's somewhat of a more technical than a cliffhanger or contentious, I would think. Or
In
maybe
this
there is
case-
something in here.
In this case, yeah, your dismissiveness helps me out. So you go right ahead, Madam Chair.
All right. So Senator Westman voted yes. Is
so
that
that's
right?
502.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you very
sorry.
much. Appreciate
I
it.
was on with the Mary Hooper talking about weatherization.
Oh, with what I just talked about. All right.
Well, that's going to be, they're going to come with a package of
Yeah,
stuff,
uh-huh.
and that will be part of the package. But I had to help talk about the overall where.
Okay, so this is all that we have on our agenda today. So I'm going to adjourn this committee for today and go
Okay.
offline.
Real quick
What?
question before we go off live. Who's the reporter?
Oh, the
431?
reporter of that bill, miscellaneous energy subjects. A public service department was in there. Is that you? Oh, that's Bobby, but he's not here. I'll do it.
You'll do it?
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to take us off live.